Your brain is cheap with energy. Let me tell you something most people never hear. Your brain is not you, and it does not want you to win. It doesn't care about your goals, your plans, or the future you keep thinking about. Your brain is an energy miser. It hates unnecessary effort. Forcing discipline never works. Nike figured this out a long time ago. They understood how the brain works. So they never said, think about it, or wait until you feel motivated. They said, just do it. And now, it's your turn to use the same rule. The neurobiological truth. What few people understand is that discipline, as we talk about it today, goes against how the human brain was designed to work. This isn't motivation talk. This is biology. Your brain did not evolve to care about long-term goals, abstract dreams, or the future version of you. It evolved for one thing: survival. Over millions of years, the brain learned to conserve energy, chase fast rewards, and avoid unnecessary effort. In other words, your brain is an energy miser. Your brain is cheap with energy. That's why your brain does not want you to go to the gym. It wants you on the couch, because the couch saves energy. It does not want you to study, write, build, plan, or think deeply. It wants TikTok, because dopamine comes faster there. This is not a defect. It's not weakness. It's just biology doing what it does best, choosing the cheapest option available. The mistake everyone makes. And here's where everything breaks. Modern life demands something your brain was never built for: consistency, focus, delayed gratification. So what do most people do? They try to force discipline through willpower, which is basically trying to override millions of years of evolution with a few motivational quotes. And it works for a few days, until fatigue shows up. And when you're tired, your brain goes back to autopilot. And autopilot always chooses the cheapest path. So let's get this straight. You're not undisciplined. You're just fighting your brain in the dumbest way possible. Because the brain doesn't respond to force. It responds to design. Discipline is not about being strong. Discipline is about making the right action cheaper than the wrong one. That's exactly what Atomic Habits by James Clear explains. Discipline isn't about trying harder. It's about designing better systems. The shift: action over thinking. Your brain is not rational. It's efficient. It doesn't ask, what's best for my future? It asks, what costs less energy right now? And here's the trick most people miss. Action costs less energy than overthinking. The moment you hesitate, your brain starts negotiating. And the longer you negotiate, the more expensive action becomes. The 3, 2, 1 rule: do it before your brain negotiates. There's a reason this works so well. The moment you hesitate, your brain starts calculating, negotiating, finding cheaper alternatives. So you don't give it time. You give yourself 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Do it. No thinking, no debating, no emotional discussion. Because movement shuts the brain up. Action breaks the negotiation loop. And once your body is in motion, your brain follows. Wake up negotiation. You hear the alarm. And instantly, the negotiation starts. Just 5 more minutes. You didn't sleep that well. It's cold. Tomorrow you'll do it right. None of this is logic. It's your brain trying to save energy. That's why Nike never said think about it, or wait until you feel ready. They said just do it. Because the moment you think, your brain starts negotiating. So this is where the rule applies. 3, 2, 1. Feet on the floor. No motivation. No discipline. Just movement. A simple rule for a cheap brain. If you want to beat a cheap brain, you don't argue with it. You move before it has time to complain. You don't ask if you feel like it. You don't wait for motivation. You lower the energy cost until action becomes the path of least resistance. Start small. Make it obvious. Make it easy. Make it immediate. Identity in construction. And something interesting happens when you do this. You're no longer trying to be disciplined. You start seeing yourself as someone who acts before excuses appear. Every small action becomes a vote. Not for a result, but for an identity. You're not rewiring your day. You're retraining your brain. Final choice. So here's the truth. Your brain will always try to save energy. That will never change. The only question is, will it keep controlling you? Or will you finally learn how to use it? You don't need more motivation. You need better design. And once you understand that, discipline stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling normal. If this made sense to you, don't just close this video and move on. That's what the old version of you would do. Subscribe now, before your brain talks you out of